So I'm back in the shop with another project. Today we're going to be doing another simple birdhouse. So let's check it out. So I have a couple pieces of scrap here, and these pieces of scrap are 4 inches wide, and this is a 1x8. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build sides to this, a bottom, a front, and then a little roof on it, and it'll be really simple. So you can make these basically any size you want. These are roughly around 10 inches long. So I'm going to make this, let's say 16 inches, so you get plenty of nailing space. So I'm just going to take this right here. I'm going to cut this off. Okay. So now I have a backing plate, and I'm going to square one edge, and then I'm going to put an angle on it. So I don't know, I think I'm going to just basically go, I don't want to go for a 45, it's a bit too much. What did I just do with my pencil? So I'm just putting a little shed roof on this. I'm dropping that down. That's 1 3/4 inches from square. So, just like this. Like this. Really nice and simple. You can make these all day long if you want. Cut this. Okay. And now I know I'm a little off on my measurement. I'll trim that up on the radial arm saw. So I matched my angle for the roof, and it was 20 degrees. Okay, now that I got that, I can get my length for the front. Right there. Square it back up. And okay. Now I have my front. And my sides. Okay, I'm going to show you how I set this up. So I have this roughly lined up for you so you can see what it's going to be. Okay? And what I'm going to do is start with one side. Just nail right there. Right there. Right there. With softwoods, you got to be real careful. They blow out very, very easy. So. You know what? I'm going to bevel that side. So I just cut a quick bevel on that side right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm lining it up right about there, right about where it belongs. I'm gonna pop a screw in this side. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. And this side right here, you know what, I'm gonna skipping doing that one. And to make this work, gotta square that screw across. So right there is where I'm gonna pop my screw. Now I can just pull it right there. So that's a rough framework of what you're dealing with. Now I'll just cut a 20-degree bevel right here. And I'm gonna get an idea about where I want it to be. So right about there, I have about an inch overhang. I'll square it. Now, I'm gonna pop a nail right there. Then I'm gonna put one right here. Now we're gonna do our bottom. So I'm gonna make it 5.5 long by 3 1/16 under 4. Okay, so I just made that real quick. Fits in there quite nice. Now you're gonna want to leave, say 3/4 of an inch all the way around. It's not perfect. So now you have your clean out slot. I beveled that so you had plenty of tolerance for it swinging, because if it wasn't perfect, you know, it could be an issue. So now I'm just going to drill one hole in here. So it was 3 11/16, and I decided to bring it down 3 inches from the top. And I have an 1.25 fastener bit right here. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do before I paint it, I'm going to get a nice bead of caulk right over. Oh, that's a fat bead. in a little tube of caulk, and yeah, it's pretty gummy there, but it'll do. A nice coat of white on here. Now I'm just going to put a little accent color on the top, just to make it look a little nicer. This is just some extra paint I've had kicking around. This is a really simple birdhouse. You know, you can make it without opening sides, and you can have screw plates. You can do a lot of different things with it. Cut myself a little bit, got a little blood on it. It happens. But it opens up from the side. If you paint them, they're a little bit of a pain because you have to get inside of it, because it just looks funny if you don't. So it's just a nice, simple, easy birdhouse. And you can adjust the size of the hole depending on what size birds you want. If you want, like, you know, hawks, you can make it a little bigger, like with a 3-inch hole or something like that. 1.25 inch hole is a pretty good size hole for basically everything. So I hope you like it. You can actually make them even much bigger, which I'm probably going to do relatively soon, is make a wood duck box, because ducks are pretty awesome. And, you know, maybe even some like hooded mergansers can go in there, because I heard they actually nest in trees too. And there's a couple other nesting, tree nesting ducks. So it's a little too late this year, I think, for the wood ducks, because they've already found their spots. I see them all the time right here on the pond, and I love them. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.